Don't do the thing, Steve, where you just sit down and then you pretend like, I haven't been sitting here for 20 minutes.
Exactly.
This is USA Brazil versus USA Brazil. Both Brazilian girls named Maria. We have Maria Salgado and Maria Clara Antonelli. Maria Antonelli is on the near side here, closest to us. On the right, number 1, she's playing with Emily Day of the United States.
I know Emily, yes.
And Maria Salgado is playing with Kelly Larsen of the United States.
Oh, so we got a little mismatch here.
We have Brazilian defenders and American blockers squaring off here.
That's what's great about this tournament. The Euros can play with the Americans, and it's really fun to watch.
The other great thing is that Brazil just moved from Europe to South America.
Well, whatever. You knew what it meant. Don't make, gosh. This guy's killing me. The whole world.
The whole world
yeah.
And the United States. Well, that's how we view things.
Well, I was thinking
anyways,
about
right?
the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, exactly. It's typical of how we view things. It's us and then everyone else, right?
Exactly.
I'm seeing the wind become a factor on point number 1 in this match.
I was just out on court 13, or court 3, and it's a hurricane.
Yeah. It's getting breezy. Makes me wonder.
It's gotten about, I got to get my thumb out there again.
Yeah.
It's going 18 now.
18?
18.
Gusts up to 20?
Gusts up to 20, yes.
Nice put away
it's
there.
It's definitely freshened.
Yeah. Great put away, Emily Day. Now, you weren't a fan of the guys wearing tights. You're okay with the gals wearing tights? Or you prefer that to not happen either?
I'm married, no comment.
Okay. All right.
We got Adam here as our statistician. Stats Wars. Yeah. He has his cell phone in his hands with no pen and no sheet. I don't think Adam's going to do us a lot of good right now.
No, you know what, though? He's a very competent statistician. He can just eyeball it. Nice dig there.
You're right.
And look at that ball blow around. It's gusting pretty good out there. Some good defense both sides, but Maria Antonelli with the put away. Remember, this is just 1 set to 28.
Come on, Sarah. Ready for one of the Americans.
I know your name's Emily, Em.
Oh, that's right. I call her Sarah. It's Emily. There's a Sarah Day, too.
There is a Sarah Day.
My daughters.
Yeah, and she's blonde also. I can see how it's confusing.
Exactly. Sarah, if you're out there listening.
Yeah. And, tries to crawl over but doesn't.
So maybe some gamesmanship going through the two Brazilians.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about.
I know it's Emily, Em.
So do I now. 1-1. They actually get block signs. Line both ways. Oh, good. That's a way to come back.
Look at that dig. Yahtzee. Oh, yeah.
Emily can play. She's one of the top American players.
That was a little Casey Jennings-esque right there. Hands up, got the fist
See
down.
how quickly she got back?
Yeah.
Got her hands up. It's awesome play.
Tell Sarah that was a great play there. Yeah, like we were talking about it earlier this morning, the pole digging is a bigger part of the women's game, as we saw there. Anything, especially in this kind of wind when sets are blowing off, if you can pull quickly and get in good defensive position, that's going to give your team an opportunity to score a lot of points, I think.
That's why that roll shot on the other side of the court is so good. If you could just roll it 2 feet over the block, and the ball would just go straight down.
Yeah.
Of course, the ball's moving all over the place. It's a little tough to do that.
Yeah, we should look for the left sider to get served a lot on the far side and the right sider to get served a lot on the near side, right? Great dig there, Maria Salgado. Oh, my goodness. Big part of Maria's game, Maria Salgado, is that knuckle pokey. She just barely missed that one. But a good dig from her to start it off. Maria Salgado and Jeremy Casebeer have a son, Joaquim. Adorable kid that resides most of the time down in Brazil.
That little pokey didn't work very well.
She needed to smooth the
Emily
sand
Day
out.
was going, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll send you a Christmas card if you keep doing that.
Nice little look and put away down the line. Emily Day and Maria Antonelli wreaking a little bit of havoc with her jump serve from that good side. Wind's kind of coming off the water, right, and blowing
east to
a little bit.
West to east.
West to east with a little bit of north to south in it, huh? We're seeing that south side be the good side.
It mixes it up, definitely. It's swirling.
Yeah. Nice put away there in the cross court. Kelly Larsen.
This is the least windy of the courts out here.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned the closer you are to the ocean, the more wind you're going to feel.
That ocean.
Oh, oops. OB's stats flying onto the court. And that one, what a play there.
What a play there.
We're still going. Look at that.
That ball was going all over the place.
Yeah, this is some tough conditions out here.
It was a good pass, and it was going this way. That's what happens. You got to think about overrunning everything when you're on that side, because it's going to go away from you. That was a good dig, wasn't it? First touch.
I thought it was fine. Yeah. It's interesting when you argue.
Day being from SC, we kind of SC can be whiners too.
Emily Day.
I said Emily Day. Yes.
Yeah. She went to Loyola Marymount.
I'd like to apologize to her parents. She should have gone to SC.
You want to take a guess at her parents' names, or you?
That's a wrap.
I like that serve. That one didn't blow around a ton. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how teams manage the frustration of that. You know, perfect pass from Maria. Yeah. Kelly sets a ball that looks good, and it just blows right onto the net, and Maria can't barely even touch it.
No, it's horrible. It's hard to deal with. Everybody's got to deal with it. That's a good thing. The other people on the other side of the net are dealing with it.
Yeah, it's the same for both teams. Just who manages the conditions and their frustration with the conditions best. You see, that was the exact same play, only since they're on the other side, that set blows off the net a little bit for Maria into the hitting zone. So she can deal with that one. 6 looking at 9. Nice dig there, Maria Salgado. Wow, look at that. Nice turn and go attempt there from Kelly Larsen. Just a little bit of frustration on that side, Kelly Larsen, Maria Salgado right now, because they've had some opportunities, but the bump setting has been tough. And I mean, you can't fault anyone here. I mean, she throws up a ball that's looks good off her arms.
Yeah, it looks good. And it's just like
you always feel like too. Sometimes when you try and overcorrect for that, that's when the wind dies a little bit, and then you just bump it right over the net.
Yep. There's a good bump set. Now, Emily Day comes off.
Kind of an unusual play. Not only is the wind making the ball dance a little bit, but I think it almost knocks you off balance as a player sometimes. You stumble around out there a little bit.
You're going one way, a natural way, and it just curbs you. It just freezes you. Could be worse, Rich. We could be playing right now.
Yeah. It would be really embarrassing if I were out there.
See, that was a decent set with no wind. I mean, it's just this is a poke fest. I mean, everybody's poking and dinking the ball. It's the only thing you could do.
I wonder if we're going to see anybody try and go to kind of the low driving pass and just like a lower set.
Yeah, you throw it up in the air. You're right.
Well, typically Brazilians especially like a higher ball.
Yeah. That thing floated.
That's going to go back to our earlier conversation about making your serve. So important to make your serve and not give a team free
points. On that
points.
side?
I think on either side in
yeah,
these conditions, yeah. Because it's so tough to just pass set hit. So if you give a team a free point, it's almost worth, a point and a half or two. There's a nice looking
easier
play.
to hit on the right side is if you set it,
Yep.
Not normally we do keep it a little inside, it blows out. That's an easier hit. On this side, the right side, I would just serve the left sider. No, the right sider on this side because the wind's blowing in. She's right-handed.
And we saw that just a second ago.
Yeah.
A good-looking set went up, and then she could barely get her left hand on it.
I would never serve Sarah, or Emily, I'm sorry.
Again, back-to-back service mistakes from the good side. They're not going to be pleased with that, of course. We'll take the technical timeout.
They don't have a coach, but if you're a coach, you're pulling your hat off, your sunglasses off. And you got one thing to remember on that side.
Yeah.
Serve the ball in. Just
serve
one
the ball
thing.
in.
One thing.
Yeah, that's something that we've been doing a little bit of discussion about what sets players apart, what makes you an elite player. And I think another factor there is ability to adapt and how quickly you can do that.
Well, it's equivalent to basketball missing a layup.
Right.
It's like you never should miss a layup, but it happens, but you got to really focus on it.
Yeah.
It's just doesn't need to be tough, just needs to be like you're playing catch out there. Like you're playing catch with the bait, just lobbing it over there.
Yep.
Let the wind will do the work.
The wind will do the work.
All your job is to get it over the net.
What I think is difficult sometimes is you almost have to train that, right?
Yeah.
One of the ways we approached that when I played indoor, for example, was we had our servers. Wow, look at that thing. That is not an easy serve to pass.
I would imagine, it gets windy up Manhattan Beach or wherever you're coaching, and sometimes you wait for the wind to pick up in the afternoon. I think that's a good time to practice.
Yeah. There's
Great
that
set.
Man, even that
You
one
just
is
can't
tough
hit
to get
it.
a hold of, yeah. I like that option. Make them deal with it.
Exactly. Well, that's it. Oh. See, there you go.
And, yeah,
Just like that.
that's the smart play.
Well, that's the only thing you do in the wind.
That's right.
I mean, why set the ball and take the chance? You got it. Play Kelly's short. You just right over her head.
Yeah, it's getting tough out here. So what I was saying about the serving, though, is we had our servers figure out how hard, like what was the threshold where they could hit it hard still, but know they could make it 80+% of the time. Because, if I'm just bombing it all the time and I don't care if I have mistakes, if I get into a situation where I just need to make it, my mechanics break down, right? If I'm thinking like just short arm it in. And I tend to miss under those circumstances more often than not. So
riddle me this. Is it easier for some of these guys just to jump serve it, just like, like a half spike, just kind of get it over the net? Maybe it drops, or is it floaty like, and the wind is not, I don't know.
Again, I think that goes to whether or not you're a jump server.
Yeah.
If you are, it very well may be that you can just use the wind to your advantage. I mean, Maria Antonelli is certainly going after it from that
Do a
side.
little jump serve, into the wind.
But
Just keep it in, stroke it. Doesn't have to be hard. Doesn't have to be anything. Doesn't have to be at an angle. The ball's already moving it at an angle for you, just with the wind.
She's
you saw Emily pass that ball right into the pooper.
Yeah.
They got a long way to go. 15-9. Antonelli and Emily.
15-9. Long way to go. A lot of wind.
Yeah, the game. Sometimes you could be down 3 or 4, and if you're on the good side, it makes it really hard.
Yeah.
Unless then it becomes, do I hit it over so I don't have to set it in this wind? Do I keep them off balance? If I've got an opening, a little opening there, a hole there, you just kind of like, do I hit it over?
Certainly we saw Maria Antonelli go to that at the end of that long rally a few points ago.
I would think the guys are going to do it. Everybody's going to do it.
Yeah, the guys will be interesting to watch because you see a little bit more hand setting on their side of the tournament, which I find incredibly difficult in the wind.
I was talking to Chase Budinger after the game. He goes, I'm setting the ball and it's going this way and that way.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go. There's a nice
The lower the
adjustment.
ball is, I was talking about, but the lower the ball is, the less wind there is. Believe it or not, you know, you're letting it drop a little bit.
Right.
You know, maybe 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
Budger's like 6'7". He's way up here at 8 feet when he could be bumping it at, 4 feet or 5 feet.
Wow, what a swing there.
That's a great hit. See, she came outside knowing that the set's not going to be where it normally is.
I think that is the easiest spot to hit from on this court under these conditions right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ball blows off
blowing
the
out
net.
is easier to hit. You're going with the wind. It just kind of glides along. The other side's a nightmare.
Yeah. As we see there.
17 to 10.
17 to 10.
For those of you scoring at home. But I think when you don't have a shot of that ball, you do anything to keep it in. Rich, you just got to make the other play, just keep it in, make a try at it. It's bad to hit it in the net, even if you're at a bad angle. Just throw it up high, 10 feet in the air and let it come down.
Yeah, it's so tough. We kind of talked about that whack-a-mole coaching style. Oh.
She gone. Ladies, we have a present for you.
You see someone make a mistake and you go, yeah, just keep it in. It's so tough to account for. You go up to swing and then all of a sudden the ball's not where you expect it to be.
You're trying to hit it one way and the wind goes the other way. Just like that, Emily Day got caught inside. The ball drifts outside. She loses perspective of where the court is.
Yeah.
She hits it 5 feet out. Not even close. She had to go where the ball was taking her.
Right.
And she's got her right shoulder. You got to hit it left-handed. At some point, you got to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially when you're cutting the ball into the wind, it's going to drop.
What a serve there. So this certainly is testing players' creativity here. Yeah, I disagree with that play there.
Yeah,
Certainly, you got to
nothing
keep
fancy on this deal.
That's one of the ones, you're stoked if you pull it off, as we are risking impalement by the flying umbrellas.
Normally, without the wind, she could do that shot.
Yeah.
No, without the wind, it's a good shot. You hit it short. It's a good play, but this wind is like, you can't do the things you normally do. Oh.
Maria's got that one. Chance here. And a big bomb. Looked like Casey Jennings in the earlier match this morning. The dig and the put away.
Probably just as hard. I hope Casey's listening to this at one time or another.
I'm going to say, just make sure we understand. That was Steve Obradovich. Signs of life for Salgado.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, boy. That's just what they
It's
needed.
a mini comeback here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to switch sides in a couple points, but it's good to get as many points as you can on that side.
Absolutely.
You have to turn it. If you're playing to 7, you have to turn it like 5-2 or 6-1. You got to get 5 at least on that side. 4 at the minimum.
The minimum, yeah.
Minimum. The 5 is like a little semi-bonus, but if you get 5, you're golden.
19-14 now. Emily Day. Maria Antonelli still leading. But fighting off a barrage of serves from Maria Salgado from the good side.
And angled them pretty well, which is impressive. She serve on that.
She hit a couple different ones, right? She hit that slicer to the line.
Yeah.
That one she drove kind of more towards the middle, but it trickled off the top of the net.
I tell you what, it's hard to jump serve and pick an area, though, to slice it back to the line. I mean, that's ability right there to be able to have the confidence when you're down, just say, I got to get every serve in. Or they're just going for it, which they may have talked about. Let's just bomb away out here.
I feel like she may just be going for it.
Yeah.
Which, nothing wrong with that.
I mean, we agree.
Get it up in the wind.
We agree.
Yeah.
Right. We're a couple again.
We're just foregoing the need for couples therapy right here. We're just on the same page already, Steve.
Yes.
Oh, and there's a little...
That's what we call, everybody's six-pack when it goes below the net.
Speaking
that's
of
a
couples
sixer.
Therapy.
Yep, that's a sixer.
That's one of those ones, if you gave her 10 more chances right now, she couldn't do that on purpose.
That's the wind.
That's the wind. All right, this has been the easiest place to hit
spin
from.
on that. Little spin on that ball, which is good.
That's going to be a side change, though. It's 15 looking at 20. But now Maria and Kelly are on the bad side.
Yeah.
Can they keep going here?
Well, it's pretty much over now. You get to the good side at 20-15.
Well, remember we're going to 28, though, so they'll get another shot at the good side.
Oh,
nice
great
play.
play,
Nice
yeah.
Stop and change of direction there, Maria. Right hand and the
now.
left hand.
Oh, what a shot. Deep shot is.
Maria's got that one. Again, tough. Just so tough to track those balls down. And
great play.
Fourth time a charm for
I
Emily
like the
Day.
way Maria dug that ball. Very soft. Wasn't trying to force it high in the air. Just like the Brazilians could do that when they dig.
Really,
It comes off different.
She has great ball control. I mean, certainly there is no shortage of reps in the Brazilian training scheme. They go rep after rep after rep, and here's this tough spot from which to hit. Oh, look at that.
Oh, my. That was ugly.
That was
ugly. But that's the win. That's just, I don't think, well, by the way, there's no ugly shots that go down.
That's right.
It goes as a kill.
I mean, it came off kind of strange looking, but I think she did a nice job of going up, and she wanted to go line, changed her mind at the last second there. Just did enough to make it work. That one's going to be long. Don't want to do that too much from the good side.
I still can't believe you can hit the ball that far out in the wind. Because it's kind of like, you got to think of it. If I don't hit it hard enough, it's going to go in the net.
Right.
So what is it? You got to figure out what is the fine point of how hard you should hit it. Good stuff block.
They get a point on the bad side, Maria. That's 17 to 22.
That ball actually went backward on Emily Day.
Yeah.
So she goes up. Whoa.
Right.
DOA.
Nice put away there.
Great set.
Kind of
really good bump set.
Emily Day cut shot there from the left side.
All right. Oh, Emily Day and her partner Maria, all they have to do is wait till the cavalry comes. So we got somebody hitting the head. The referee's gotten hit.
The referee took one.
Yeah.
That one didn't hurt as bad as the one on the back.
No, the other one just ripped you on the back of the head. You're going, what's going on here? We've all done that.
We've all done it, and it's
indoors. It's got to hurt when you see that going.
Yeah, there's some guys that are cranking it pretty good. You and I both played long before concussions were a thing. Sure, I've had a few that have gone undiagnosed. All right, switch sides here at 24.
The NFL players, way back when, they knew they had concussions, and they kept playing.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew that, they watched the film the next day. My brother had a concussion. played 9 years in the NFL. I watched the film the next day and goes,
I don't remember
I
any.
don't remember anything about the game.
Ooh. Just wide, but what a hammer that was.
That was a hammer. That one's to the wind. The bell held up and just a, great hit, just a little bit out.
It's impressive to me to take that healthy of a cut in these conditions. So easy to go. Oh, boy. 2 points away now. M. Day and Maria Antonelli. How about that?
Yes, icing on the cake.
I mean, they bumped that onto their own side 2 feet off the net, and it blew off the top of the tape and onto the line. Yeah, this is brutal. Especially, this is the first match of the day for both of these teams.
Think about this beach. Doesn't matter the summer. This beach has a lot of wind.
Yeah.
It's so wide open. There's no protection from anything.
Right.
It's just flat. There's no buildings there. There's nothing to stop anything. So this is known as a windy beach.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of meteorology, do we know why it picks up in the afternoon versus in the morning?
I don't know.
Earth's positioning. Oh, and there it is. That'll do it.
That'll do it for us, right?
19. Yeah, that's our last match of the day on the commentary. We appreciate you joining us. We'll see another women's round on the Top Gun coming up shortly, and I believe it's Smith and Stoklos.
Yes.
Who will join you.
They are taking our place.